KITABISTANI by Gopal Krishna Gandhi, published yesterday 8:30 a.m. Gopal Krishna Gandhi share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print. We can be sure he did not use mustache wax, hair gel or curling irons to turn up the 2 points of his stashes. The distinct face wear of the Tamil poet Subramania Bharati (1882–1921) is so striking that drawings of the poet-patriot have to, and invariably do, get those sharp summits right. With, one should add, his simple, re-wrapped turban. These appurtenances make Bharati's face. You can see them on images painted over auto rickshaws, random walls, shopboard across Tamil Nadu, and almost nowhere else. To be sure, New Delhi provides as exception. Subramania Bharati Margan Bharti Nagar. Bharti? No typo there. That is not how the poet spelt his nom de plume, but it is the way the national capital spells the road and Nagar named after him in New Delhi. Is there anything to that beyond the absent-mindedness of the name-givers, the cluelessness of the painters of road signs? There is. And it makes one feel rather sorry, not for Bharati, who had a distinct, don't care a hoot-ness to him, but for ourselves and for our collective consciousness. Bharati's flashing eyes and, when not turbaned, his floating hair, reflected a Kublai-Khan-esque passionate intensity. He was passionate about the stately pleasure dome of Tamil Nadu and India. He was passionate about a Tamil Nadu that belonged to India and an India to which Tamil Nadu belonged. And he strove to free both from colonial hang-ups of insecurity and inferiority, with a "I don't care what the Rajas, cops and collectors say." Historian A.R. Venkatachalapathi's new book on Bharati, Who Owns That Song, shows how, shortly after India's independence, the Madras state retrieved Bharati's works from commodification. It nationalized his works, extinguishing privately held copyrights, making Bharati public property. But even in the delectable brevity of its 190 pages, the book makes a bigger point. Unshackling copyright is one thing, unchaining ignorance is another. Of Bharati, non-Tamil India has remained largely ignorant. At the start of this column I referred to Bharati as the Tamil poet, and readers, I am sure, took that description in without reaction. But if I had described Tagore as the Bengali poet, the phrase would have jarred. To call Tagore a Bengali poet is like calling Vivekananda a Baylor monk, an absurdity. Then why is it that Bharati, so much of whose poetic genius was about India and her future, means so little to non-Tamil India? Venkatachalapathy suggests that his poor luck with translations is a major cause. But surely there has to be something more to it. I believe the answer lies in two facts which have nothing to do with Bharati and everything to do with us as a nation today. India's north dominates her political and cultural imagination. Second, that Upper India is, today, using distortion and co-option to iconize, selectively, those Indian heroes, very few heroines among them, who serve a neo-nationalist agenda. And Bharati, being a South Indian, Tamil to boot, and totally non-sectarian, is not among them. Bharati visited Varanasi in 1898 when he was just 16, a defining visit. Its immediate impact, Venkatachalapathy says, was on his coiffure and sartorial style. Bharati cut off his traditional tuft, cropped his hair like a Bengali, it was said, shaved off his beard, and began to sport what became the iconic twirled mustache, scandalizing family and community. Tamil Brahmins did not usually sport mustaches. In 1898, Bharati stepped out of a clean-shaven, coy and conforming Tamil Brahmanism into a new passionate devotion to India's resurgence. Unbeknownst to him, he was augmenting the vision of two other burgeoning sensibilities. Having just set up the Ramakrishna order which broke boundaries across the country, Swami Vivekananda, in 1898 was touring India, rousing it and also unifying its cultural consciousness. And in distant South Africa, 29-year-old Mohandas Gandhi, battling racism and divisions within the Indians there, was inviting Vivekananda to go there, to electrify the Europeans by his eloquence and possibly hypnotize them into linking the coolies, in spite of themselves. The Swami could not go, but that is another story. Something turned like a turbine in Bharati just then, leading him to start writing verses in Tamil with a charge of lyrical tenacity not known earlier, and also to commence writing tracts and articles in English for the Hindu about a united, prosperous and just India. The word secular was not in currency then. Vivekananda, Gandhi, Bharati did not use the term plural either. But the India they envisioned, and which the preamble to our constitution places before us, hungers for the very Tamil and very Indian genius of Subramania Bharati today. Support our journalism by subscribing to Scroll here. We welcome your comments at letters@scroll.in. Tamil Literature North India sponsored content by published May 23, 2018, 2:12 p.m. Amazon share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print. The end of the World War had bought America victory but not security. This quote from Lawrence Wright's Pulitzer Prize-winning book, The Looming Tower, gives a sense of the growing threat to America from Al-Qaeda and the series of events that led to 9/11. Based on extensive interviews, including with bin Laden's best friend in college and the former White House counterterrorism chief, The Looming Tower provides an intimate perspective of the 9/11 attack. Lawrence Wright chronicles the formative years of Al-Qaeda, giving an insight into bin Laden's war against America. The book covers in detail the radicalization of Osama bin Laden and his association with Ayman al-Zawahiri, an Egyptian doctor who preached that only violence could change history. In an interview with Amazon, Wright shared, "I talked to 600-something people, but many of those people I talked to again and again for a period of 5 years, some of them dozens of times." Wright's book was selected by Time as one of the all-time 100 best non-fiction books for its thoroughly researched and incisively written account of the road to 9/11 and is considered an essential read for understanding Islam's war on the West as it developed in the Middle East. The Looming Tower also dwells on the response of key U.S. officials to the rising Al-Qaeda threat, particularly exploring the turf wars between the FBI and the CIA. This has now been dramatized in a 10-part mini-series of the same name. Adapted by Dan Futterman, of Foxcatcher fame, the series mainly focuses on the hostilities between the FBI and the CIA. Some major characters are based on real people, such as John O'Neill, FBI's foul-mouthed counterterrorism chief played by Jeff Daniels, and Ali Soufan, O'Neill's Arabic-speaking mentee who successfully interrogated captured Islamic terrorists after 9/11, played by Tahar Rahim. Some are composite characters, such as Martin Schmidt, O'Neill's CIA counterpart, played by Peter Sarsgaard. The series, most crucially, captures just how close U.S. intelligence agencies had come to foiling Al-Qaeda's plans, just to come up short due to internal turf wars. It follows the FBI and the CIA as they independently follow intelligence leads in the crises leading up to 9/11, the U.S. Embassy bombings in East Africa and the attack on U.S. warship USS Cole in Yemen, but fail to update each other. The most glaring example is of how the CIA withheld critical information. Al-Qaeda operatives being hunted by the FBI had entered the United States, under the misguided notion that the CIA was the only government agency authorized to deal with terrorism threats. The depth of information in the book has translated into a realistic recreation of the pre-9/11 years on screen. The drama is even interspersed with actual footage from the 9/11 conspiracy attack and the 2004 Commission hearing, linking together the myriad developments leading up to 9/11 with chilling hindsight. Watch the trailer of this gripping show below. The looming tower is available for streaming on Amazon Prime Video, along with a host of Amazon originals and popular movies and TV shows. To enjoy unlimited ad-free streaming anytime, anywhere, subscribe to Amazon Prime Video. This article was provided by the Scroll marketing team on behalf of Amazon Prime Video and not by the Scroll editorial team.